Behaviors in children can be flat out scary, especially when they get older and bigger. All the more reason to wipe these behaviors off the face of the earth. When we work toward
eliminating unwanted behaviors,
what can you do aside from giving in when your child is in the throes of a meltdown? Well, we already learned that as the magnitude of a behavior increases, it's more important to not give in to the consequence that the child's after. Because if we do, the behavior will simply continue. If you remember the example we've used throughout this series on behavior, little Johnny wanted a cookie from his mom. He went about this desire in 3 different stages until he received the consequence that he wanted, the cookie. He asked his mom nicely for the cookie. She said no. He demanded the cookie. Mom said no. And finally, he threw a temper tantrum. Mom gave him the cookie. We determined that the ABCs in this scenario are: the antecedent is little Johnny asking for a cookie. The behavior is a temper tantrum. The consequence? Well, that's getting the cookie. What do you do if the behavior continues for 5 minutes or an hour or longer? Well, that's exactly what we're going to chat about today. Welcome to this episode of Special Education Parenting Tips. The only sure way to go about
eliminating unwanted behaviors
is to give as little attention to those behaviors as possible, if possible. In fact, the function of many behaviors is children literally seeking attention. So if you give any attention to a child who's doing everything they can to gain your attention in a bad, destructive way, they will continue forever getting your attention in that manner. Instead, let's cover 2 different options. The first one is response blocking. The second, differential reinforcement for alternative behavior. I can hear your mind right now. Luke, what in everything holy are you talking about? Yeah, that was my reaction too. Which is why I'm making this video. Response blocking is simply when a child tries to perform a problem behavior and you block it. If one of your child's problem behaviors is biting, you stop his mouth from getting close to you. If one of your child's problem behaviors is scratching himself, you don't let his hands make contact with the skin during this behavior. If one of your child's problem behaviors is running away or escape, block his exit from the area he's currently in. I think you get the idea. Okay, that one was pretty easy. But what the heck is a differential reinforcement for alternative behavior, or DRA? Well, in ABA terms, DRA is simply supporting or reinforcing a behavior that serves as the alternative to the behavior you're trying to eliminate. Still confusing? Let's try a quick example. Little Johnny wants a cookie. He yells at Mom, "Give me a cookie!" This is a behavior Mom wants to eliminate. She ignores him. Only when little Johnny asks politely does Mom acknowledge him and give him the cookie. Now here's the kicker. I have found success with combining both response blocking and differential reinforcement for alternative behavior. Here's an example of what I mean by this. The antecedent asked to clean up specific toys. The behavior, yelling no, trying to bite, and hit me. The action taking during the behavior, I ignored his tantrum. I even surfed on my phone during that time. He didn't like that. I also continuously blocked his attempts at physical harm, which is response blocking. And finally, mountains of praise when he began cleaning up his toys. The consequence, he cleaned up the toys and was able to leave the area, which is what he wanted. And he received massive praise. Look, I know this sounds way too easy, almost too good to be true. The truth is, it is not easy, but it works. Consistency and willingness to go through the escalated behaviors are a must, because when things no longer work for your children who have used it to get their way, they will increase the frequency and the intensity before they change their behavior. When that happens, you are close to the goal. Do not give up. The truth is, sometimes behavior needs to happen in order for it to become extinct. It's part of the ABA process. However, there are several prevention strategies that work wonders as well. That is exactly what we're going to cover in our next video. From all of us at SpecialEdResource.com, thank you for watching this episode of Special Education Parenting Tips. We'll catch you in the next video. Thank you for watching this video until the end. Please take a moment, give us a thumbs up. Your support means the world to us. If there's a specific topic you're interested in, please leave a comment. Until then, enjoy these other videos designed to help parents navigate the crazy world of special education. Thank you.